check out Mexico?
No, not yet. Where was that?
You come back 4 kilometers, Cuauhtémoc.
Well, good morning. I'm here in San Cristobal, Mexico. This is just a couple hours from the Guatemalan border. And this morning I'm going to make my way towards there, and we'll just see how that goes. I'm going to try to go to a town that's by a lake called, oh goodness, Panajachel, I think it is. Panajachel or Panajachel. Probably Panajachel, Guatemala. And that's about 5-hour drive. So time to get going. It's not raining, so the earlier I go, the better. Anyways, this was a beautiful hotel. The town is awesome, and I should stick around. But temperatures are like 10 degrees. So what the hell? I might as well get going and maybe find a little warmer place to hang out at. So let's get out there and have a good time. Ciao. This is my hotel in San Cristobal. Nuestras races. Local chipas and sell food and early morning snacks right on the street. It's awesome. And I just have to remember that these tires are not great on a wet surface, so take it easy, Darcy. Take it easy on those corners. Take it easy following people. Don't be in a rush to pass anybody too crazy like. Just be patient. So now effectively I'm leaving at 9 o'clock. Let's say customs is an hour. I don't know. I make 6 hours drive today, or 6 hours to get to that other town. Show up at 3 p.m., 3 or 4, I guess, depending on, you know, stopping for gas, stopping for everything. Well, there's a little bit of a wake-up call. I stopped to take my jacket off just at a intersection, and a truck driver walked over, wanted to ask me where I was going, and I had to ask him if he spoke English because I just couldn't understand what he was trying to get to. And then he said, look, hey, it's not safe here for you to be right here. You know, you need to go. So he kind of hung around for a little bit and then he left. And then I looked around and it's like, oh, to me it was just the guys working on their truck. But he must know something. He's local. He came over for a reason. Yeah, just interesting. Just something to think about, I guess. I just to me it looked just like guys working on their truck, and I thought, okay, I can pull in here. I probably got Wi-Fi service, or not Wi-Fi, but the telephone mode. And I just wanted to check to make sure I'm going the right way. Maps had me going down some backwards road over there, and I thought, man, I should probably just be staying on this main highway. That would make more logical sense than anything, you know. Well, it's the market day. I'm not going to rush to this one. I think this is the last town before we get to Guatemala. You can imagine that this is actually the main highway. So I'm going to pass this bus. All right. Oh man, what did I get myself into today? Oh, Guatemala. Hola. Bien.
¿Vas a cruzar hacia Guatemala?
Sí, pero primero, this is Guatemala.
Sí, ya es Guatemala.
Okay, ¿hablas inglés?
Un poco.
Poco. I need to do paperwork, yeah?
Yeah.
For the bike
Yeah.
and the FMM, yeah?
FMM.
The stamping for the visa and
And
tourist visa. Sí.
you check out Mexico?
No, not yet. Where was that?
And you come back 4 kilometers called Tem.
4 kilometers back?
You come back. This is in Guatemala.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh shit, I thought I was still in Mexico.
Mexico, and you come back 4 kilometers.
4 kilometers. What's it called?
Cuauhtémoc.
Contemo.
Cuauhtémoc. Yeah.
Contemos. Madre. Perfect.
Yeah, you come back, stamp, check out,
And then I come here.
and come here, and you pay 16 quetzals. This is a spray for driver.
Okay, so I need to get insurance. I need to get the temporary import permit.
Customs is here.
Oh, I see.
Customs,
Okay.
Immigration and quarantine.
I see. Okay. And can I exchange money somewhere?
You change in Sky.
Okay.
Yeah, cambio.
4 kilometers back. Man, oh man, eh?
Come back. Yeah.
I didn't see it. Thank you.
Okay.
4 kilometers. Okay, so the deal is I've gone past outside of Mexico. I got to go back in now, and this is the edge of Mexico, but I need to go back 4 kilometers, which is 4 kilometers on that 178, 182.8, 182.8. Gracias. Okay, and it's closed anyway. I didn't see. Man, it's amazing. That was even less aware of that than I was of the Tijuana one, and that Tijuana one cost me a ton. So now I got to go back 4 kilometers to some town in Mexico to get my papers stamped. Holy smokes. I'm with that guy. I want to go. Permiso. Gracias. Okay, I gotta go 4 kilometers back this way to the border. I guess there's a border. How the hell do you know these things? I thought it would be right there, like one on one side, one on the other side. Okay, so somewhere around here, there's a immigration office, I guess. Maybe right here. turn your camera off just because they don't like that kind of stuff at border places. So when you go, you got to make sure that you stop here at Guatemala, get your paperwork done, which I just did, and you could go to immigration and you go to this building to get your bike done. All right. So we have our temporary import permit done. We have immigration done. So I should be okay. Now I'm going to go back to the Guatemala border and get that going. All right. That's it for Mexican immigration. Right. I got the main street closed off again. Jump starting one of the police cars. Maybe this guy can let me go by here. There we go. Now we can get a little more flow. People walking, pedestrian. Anyways, this is their marketplace. It's happening. I believe it's Monday today, so I'd have thought this would have been something more like a Saturday, you know. All right, we are at the entrada. This is the very edge of Mexico, because I think we are anyways, because that's the border crossing up there. I'll have to talk to my man up there again. All good now, eh? Well, you pay 160 Quetzal, Guatemalan, 20 American dollars, more or less, and you get a receipt showing that you paid it, and it's to quarantine spray your bike. All right, so this is the customs building. This is where you get your temporary import permit. You have to provide your driver's license, registration, proof of ownership, your export out of Mexico, and what else you need? And you need money. And you also have to bring your agricultural, that your bike has been sprayed, form. I'll show you a copy of that. And then you get a nice new sticker for your bike. Awesome is that. For me, immigration and customs for the bike, 40 minutes. Let's find out. Let's find out if he's going to ask for it. Bien. Gracias, señor. Hasta luego. Well, I stand corrected. He did not ask for it. And now I got to pull over and put my gloves on. I'll do that in a little bit, just to get some space. All right, officially, welcome to Guatemala. Woohoo! All right. I'm just gonna pull over, put my gloves on. I thought for sure he was gonna ask for my paperwork before he'd let me through the gate, but I guess he sees you at the going through the hoops. So I suppose if he sees you going through the hoops, he knows you've done something. All right. All right, so this is Guatemala. First town on the edge of the frontier with Mexico. I go for a bite to eat, but I'm gonna wait. I really want to just get the heck going and be done with it. This is a happening place. This is the import and export section, I guess. Anyways, it's kind of cool down here. Lots of shops. Lots of gringos walking around. So this must be, they're going to Mexico or hanging out here. I don't know. I wouldn't hang out here. I don't think this is a tourist destination, but it is an entry point. And that customs, I think that custom deal, that was pretty good actually. I'm trying to think about how long that was. It was less than an hour. So the idea that you're going to spend a day getting your customs work done has been grossly exaggerated, at least at this particular location. Maybe other borders are so busy, but this one had a lot of people. Looks like they came off a bus or something like that. There's a ton of these tuk-tuks. I don't know if that's what they're called, but great little taxi system. Also good for shipping goods and people. Lots of people. I think they're more for taxi, more like a taxi service. Now, I'm sure that once we get past a little bit more, we'll be off to the races. He's a gentleman named George. I think I introduced him back on my Mazatlan video. Maybe, maybe not. But George is from Colorado, and he is also on the same path. So he was here earlier this morning, and our paths are really in tandem right now. He's doing a camping version of everything, and I didn't think about doing camping much further than Mexico. Just now opting to just take structures, firm structure, hotels, or whatever there is, and that's just what I'm going to do, because I shipped the camping equipment home already. And I thought, you know, the price of hotels are cheaper here than campground at home, so. All right, we are out of the city. Putanango. All right, let's see what we get for a road. Well, you gotta like this taxi service. The guys are hanging on the back and hanging on the side. Well, that won't happen in Canada for some time. I'm gonna just fill up with gas because it's good to have a full tank. Lleno. Lleno. Sorry. Lleno.
No hay problema.
Lleno. Regular.
Regular.
Más menos. Sí. ¿Esta tarjeta de crédito? ¿Bien? Muy bien. Gracias, señor. First gas fill up 60. I gotta find out what the currency is called. Pesos or something like that.
Dice que con tarjeta solo 100 se puede cobrar, nada más no se puede cobrar menos. No sé si me entiendes.
No, no entiendes, lo siento. ¿Cómo es el problema?
Es que con tarjeta solo de 100 nada más, menos no se puede cobrar.
Oh, necesita más.
Ajá.
So necesita, ¿cómo se dice? Efectivo.
Ajá, efectivo.
Oh, sí, ok. Necesita más porque de fee de...
Ajá, es que muy poco y no,
sí,
no
sí.
cobra.
Gracias, señor.
Estamos a la orden, que le vaya bien.
Hasta luego. ¿Es litre o galón?
Galón.
Galón. ¿Con imperial?
En litros son 6 litros.
Sí.
Litros.
¿Da igual de americanos?
Sí,
¿Sí?
americano. Ajá.
Soy de Canadá. No litros, todo litre.
Galones.
Sí, americano es diferente.
Sí.
So es galones, ¿en cómo se dice? Es no pesos, ¿eh?
Quetzales.
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 Quetzales, gracias.
Ahí estamos.
Entiendo. We are a full tank. All right, he says there's 2 big turns. two big turns to the right, and then a straight, and there's a small shop. So let's say this is the first big right turn. This could be the second right turn. Now let's just see. Let me go straight. Trying to get a SIM card for my phone, and this young lady says, oh, you need this identification, but it only works for Guatemala. So she says, well, what if we use a lost card? Hey, I like creativity. Anyways, she's going to try to get a SIM card working for me by reporting it lost, I guess. And then I only need it for a couple weeks, so when you need it, you need it. Well, these are the rates that they charge. Man, Canada's getting ripped off. Anyways, everything's up and going, and we're off to the races. I have, what do I got? I got chain lube, and I got a phone card, and I got 15 days and 5 gigabytes of data. And I can just recharge it if I need more by calling and going into a store and telling them the phone number. So now I got to get going because I don't want to show up in the dark. I probably should have done the phone card at the town that I'm going to. But it occurred to me, oh, I should get a phone card. And so I just pulled over. She did some creative work to get the phone card to work because I didn't have identification from Guatemala, so she had to register it as a lost phone card. Now it appears as though I'm going to show up after 4:30, and that's assuming things go well. So, and I don't have a reservation, so that's kind of makes it a little more challenging as well when I get there. But that also means I can look at the hotels and say I'd like to be in this one, or I don't want to be in that one. It's more like the don't want to be in category. There's lots of hotels that you'd like to be in, but they're so pricey. It's like you know, I'm only going to sleep there. I'm not going to own the place. But I mean, if it gets to be like the difference between going in a slum and going somewhere nice, I'll take the nice. I won't miss the money in a few years from now, you know. Potholes are significant, like they're deep. Guys really try to avoid them here. They don't even care about the oncoming traffic. They care about the pothole. Of course, when you're tight on time, this is what happens. You get like a construction road closure. Hasta luego. Well, there's nothing like a good downpour to wrap up the day. But we're going to have a downpour, and I'm going to get to try to find a hotel in the dark, because you just have to drive slower, and you can't change the sunset. So that's it. And now I'm fogging up inside. The inside. Ooh. rain. I think that should be the lesson again, Darcy, that it always rains around 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So why aren't you pulling the pin at 2? Well, we've got a huge traffic jam, and I don't know how I can circumvent it because it just isn't room. Just got to remember it's going to be slick because of all the mud on there. And then you eat diesel like you wouldn't believe. You eat diesel. Well, after getting turned around in the dark for quite a while, I finally ended up with a nice hotel. So, this is the 3rd floor lobby. And 306. Right. Nice room. Nice artwork. What can I tell you? 3 hotels sold out. 1 was 3 times this price. So this is what I took. I'm happy. All right. This is where I'm eating today in Guatemala. Morale. Morale? Again. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Víctor.
Víctor?
Víctor.
Darcy.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. How awesome is that? Well, I'm in Guatemala. Panajachel, I think that's how you say it. It's right by the lake. And it was one hell of a long day. What was supposed to be a 5 or 6 hour drive turned into be a 10-hour day, plus a little bit more because I got lost trying to find hotels here in the city. By the time I got here it was dark. And man, it's hard making your way around a foreign place in the dark. But the drive was spectacular at the beginning. Then I ended up with some rain. Then I got to the border, the Guatemalan border, and found out, damn, you missed that Mexican border again. So I had to go tail back 4 kilometers to get my paperwork done. So you have to get your paperwork saying, hey, you got stamped out of Mexico, and your bike gets stamped out of Mexico as well. And so that all got done. So then when you get to the Guatemalan side, you have to get yourself in, then you have to get your bike in, and then you're off to the races. And actually the whole process at this particular border took about 1 hour. So that's not bad from what I heard other people had to do. So 1 hour, and I was in and out. So pretty good. The Guatemalans were really friendly, really easy to work with. The Mexican guys were like lickety split, bang, 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 and off to the races. So that wasn't a big deal. The road conditions coming into Guatemala, yeah, they're definitely a notch below what the Mexican side was, but curvy and beautiful. But man, all of a sudden there's freaking potholes the size of like cannons went off in them or something. I don't know. And then all of a sudden you got this beautiful, smooth, gorgeous piece of asphalt, curvy and everything. But then all of a sudden, bang, you're into dirt and some other stuff and whatever is happening. So they got a lot of variety in the terrain. Anyways, that was really good. Took me a while to find a hotel. I had 3 or 4 that were sold out. I should maybe learn to book in advance, but that comes with an issue of finding it, knowing what you're going to get. The one that I booked, I didn't like it at all. One that I would have booked, ended up being a lie. It's a soccer field. There's no accommodations out there. And but that's just how it worked out. But it's great. I was able to hook up with George, and we chatted a little bit. So tomorrow we're going to take an extra day and stay here, which I'm pretty happy because that's 2 10-hour days of riding. I'm pretty tired. And let's see. I went out for some great tacos here. The guy made them all vegetable for me. And you know what? They were so good. I had doubled up. So basically I had 6 tacos and a drink. And I think the total came to $7 Canadian. I mean, stellar. I love it. I love that. Anyways, that was it. So I hope you enjoyed this show. And if you did, give it a thumbs up, will you? And click that bell. Ding. So clicking the bell, that'll give you a notification when a new episode comes out. Subscribe. So subscribing, that helps you find it easier on your TV or on the internet. And share it with some friends, because it's great to share your stuff with your friends. And leave me a message. I love hearing from you guys. And the call to ride will continue. I hope you enjoyed the show. I will see you in the next episode.